But for now, I'm recording it. So I'm sorry I didn't record it till now. And it's already have been half an hour, but it's better late than never. In fact, my story with piano is I will tell you all of my musical journey for 5 minutes. I hope it won't take long. When I was a little kid, my mother bought me a two-stage organ, electric organ, and I started to learn the organ with the Russian teacher for a few years. I didn't like it. I was not making homework and things like that. I like it, but I was lazy as a kid. And if you learn music, you know what I mean. The teaching method is very boring. And it's you are not, they are not teaching you the spirit behind the wheel. They just learn you the technical way to play. So you not only to play what they teach you. If you want to hear a song and play it, you cannot, okay? That's why most of the classical pianists cannot play from ear. They cannot go to a piano and play any song they want. Most of them, not all of them. They cannot improvise on a piano. And most of my playing is improvisation because there is the spirit behind the machine. And let's talk about it. Then I stopped the playing and I had this organ at home and I was playing, like I learned the piano for 1 year, 2 years, something like that, maybe 3 years. Not too much. But I knew notes and the basics, And at age 17, I had a friend, 16 even, 15, 16, at 16, I had a friend that plays the guitar. So I was interested in this, so he taught me some chords on a guitar, and I learned it, and I bought myself a notebook of chords of guitar. And at the beginning, I played just chords, chord progression, basic chords on the guitar. And then there was an artist that I liked, and he was a pianist. Let's say like Elton John, like Stevie Wonder, but in Hebrew, okay? So I bought his book of songs, and in the book of songs there were chord progression and the notes and the lyric of the songs. So I bought a notebook with all the chord on a piano, okay? And because this was songs that I liked, except to learn how, and it was complicated chords. It was complicated chords. And I was playing organ and arranging keyboards because the organ, the arranger keyboards are, they are doing the automatic playing for you. You just do the chords and they are playing for you, You know what I mean? The arranger keyboards that old people like, and the wedding band like, and things like that. And most of the beginners want to sound professional, so they are buying these keyboards. And in these keyboards, you have sound. You are playing solo in the right hand, and you are playing chords at the left hand, and the keyboard is playing for you the band. It's one band keyboard, sort of, okay? You know what I mean. And this is what get me improved. I was singing with myself my favorite songs, and I'm doing the chord progression, which was pretty complicated. It wasn't, A, M, D, M, and G. It was more complicated because of the artist that I liked was not with the simple music. It was more complicated music. So I went to sites. This is me explaining to you how I progress to be the way I am today. And if you want, you can take my trail, okay? But this is a long trail, but this is a passionate trail, okay? Anyway, I started to play, and I was playing on not on a piano keyboards. Never I played the piano keyboards. Organ, synthesizers, things like that, okay? And I think 8 years ago, I bought my first digital piano. I told my wife I wanted all of my life, I wanted to have a piano at home, and at last we bought ourselves a home because we were renting homes 6 times, like for almost 15 years we lived on rent houses, and now we bought a home in Jerusalem, and I want myself to have a piano. So we went to the dealer here in Jerusalem of Yamaha. And my first piano, I wanted a simple piano. I didn't know the differences. But because of the color, women they are not in the technical aspect, they are in the color aspect. So there wasn't a white piano at the level that I wanted, only the higher level. So I choose a better piano because of the color. She wanted white piano. So I took the CLP 525. And I didn't used to play heavy action. And at the beginning, it was very weird to me. And usually I used to play. An organ player is not a pianist. It's two different things. So my left hand was leggy. Okay? Because on a piano, your left is your bass. And if you see I'm one pony, how do you call it? One pony, one trick pony. I have only one style of playing because I tried to learn other styles. I took courses and I went to play, but I cannot consist. I was going to 1, 2, 3 lessons and I was stopping because I like to play. I do not like to learn. And in fact, my teachers was my pianos, not human teachers, just by playing the piano every day. Like I'm doing here, if you know me on BandLab, I'm almost doing every morning a show and every evening. Because this is my therapy with myself. And because I'm playing a lot, I got better just by playing, not learning even. I didn't learn. That's why I have my unique style and my own feel on a piano. And I do not, if you tell me to play the boogie woogie or things like that, I don't know to play it. Or even jazz. I know to play the songs that I love, and I am accompaniment myself in a very, very natural way to me. Not way that no one teach me. And of course, by imitating other people that I like, but not trying to be precise like them, just to take it easy with myself. Because I'm not doing this to be a big pianist. I'm doing this to enjoy myself, to accompaniment myself when I'm singing to myself or to God or whatever, okay? So the way to be better is to play for people. Because when I started my YouTube channel, I started to play much more, because to play with yourself, it's getting boring. But let's say BandLab, and you, the people that watching me now, you are giving me drive, because I'm not just playing now for myself alone and doing the same routine over and over again. I'm doing whatever I like, and I'm trying to keep myself entertained. So I'm trying always, like I'm easy now that I did of Lionel Richie. I never did this song. But because I regular to play songs and to stretch my abilities to songs that I don't know, some of them are easy, and most of the songs are, very simple chord progression, but there is one or two chords that is not on the scale, let's say, that you are regular to play. And this, let's say on easy, yes? This one, instead of A, I'm doing G on A. At the beginning, I went to B minor, but it's not B minor, it's F. F sharp minor. Tomorrow. And the C, I wanted to... So, all of this, one song here, one song there, you are starting to play the things that you like. You start to, and I'm not a fast player if you are. I'm not, all of this. I don't, because I didn't learn piano the usual way. I teach myself. And I teach myself through passion, because piano, at the end, every instrument is to control it, it's a matter of playing it a lot. And this is the way King David played. He was shipping his, he was a shepherd, and he was playing with the flute or whatever instrument he had, because he had the time. And the sheep was the audience of him, okay? The nature. And you are my sheep. You are my audience. So when you have an audience, even this is an age that you can have an audience at your home. And when you have an audience, this is pushing you to play more. Even though naturally I was playing a lot of music with myself also, but when you have an audience, this is drive you, because now you are not alone. Now there is someone else that enjoying your passion with you. And this is, in a short, it wasn't so short, in a short, this is my journey. I never learned how to sing, and I'm not a great singer. And I never learned, I did learn as a child how to play, but mostly is self-tutored. So and the best way to teach yourself to play is just to play, to make mistakes, to but understand the system. And to understand the system, it's not just the techniques of playing, which is important. I'm not saying if you have the patient, if you do not have ADHD like me, then you can go to a regular teacher and learn how to play the piano. But you will imitate other players, you will imitate other music. You won't develop your own technique. Me, personally, this is what you are telling me, most of you. I have my own way of playing. I have my own feel, which is pretty unusual. This is not, most of the players that I hear do not have the feel that I have, even though they are playing better than me. Maybe, I guess. Okay, but I have a unique feel with the piano. This is true because I'm getting this many times from my listeners and everything, and even my YouTube followers are saying it. And again, the truth is that I do not know how to play the piano in the traditional way, let's say. I'm just playing it from passion, and it sounds like it. That's why. This is the secret. The secret is passion and consistency and have an audience. So, and don't overthink it too much. And my best teachers are the pianos. So since I had a good pianos, good digital pianos, and me personally, I recommend only Kawai. After having many brands of pianos, the top tier pianos, digital pianos, because most of the people we start with digitals, and till today I have digital. My dream is to have an upright, acoustic upright, and I will have it soon, I guess. But the problem with an acoustic piano today, to have a good acoustic piano is it's pretty expensive, and you need to tune it and to maintain it all the time. Each year you got to bring a technician to tune your piano, and it's stuck, you cannot move it from place to place. And there are disadvantages. Here I've got like on this piano, which cost me about, because I bought it a second hand, it cost me about $1,000 and $1,300, okay? And new one like this cost almost $2,000, okay? But I already put some money on it to fix things on it. But anyway, I'm enjoying it because I used to have, since my first piano, I bought almost 12 pianos. Because I go over the market. Because of my YouTube channel, I started to make reviews on digital pianos. And, authentic reviews, like a pianist, a user. So I bought Casio, I bought Yamaha, I even had Korg Stage. I had, this is my third Kawai. I used to have MP7 SE and ES110. And my conclusion, after going almost all on all the brands, the famous brands of digital pianos, that Kawai are by far the best, okay? And in a weird way, the cheapest, almost. So there is no brain here to buy Kawai. And when you have a good instrument, you will play it a lot. This is my advice to you as my listeners. When you have a good instrument, you will never leave him alone. It's just like, have a very high, very, you have a professional bicycles, then you will ride them much more than if you have a cheap one. The cheap one will stay on the storage room. Everything that you are buying cheap is going to the storage room at the end, after you are playing with it a little bit. Also, if you buy a cheap piano, you will play it a little bit and you will left it. So it's a waste of money to invest on cheap things. But you do not need to buy the most expensive. You need to know your shit. Go and listen to reviews. Go and listen to my reviews. And you do not need it now, because you can start, if you are a beginner, go with the Kawai ES120. If you are more professional, go with the Kawai ES920. If you have a studio home, go with the Kawai MP7 SE. That's it. This is the 3 piano you want. If you want a home piano, home digital piano, go with the Kawai. See the range that you like, the money that you've got. Don't cheapen on yourself. This is you are not buying a piano, you are buying a teacher. Because when you've got a good piano, it will teach you, because you won't leave it alone because of the sound. The secret is to enjoy the sound. Listen to the sound of this piano. So, you see, this piece I learned by hearing. I went section by section again and again to learn these things. But today I'm not working like this. I'm not doing it the hard way. I'm doing it easy with myself. Do it easy. That's why I sang the song of the easy. Take it easy, do it easy, enjoy the process, because if it's getting, that's why I stopped. I even bought myself a online course on the piano. And I saw that I cannot go with this, because I need to enjoy. When it's when the process is too, when the process is getting you tired, this is not the process for you. Unless you have a will of iron, unless you are a very persistent guy or girl. And I'm not. I'm losing interest very, very fast. I'm a Gemini. And the Gemini are losing interest very fast. If you are Gemini, you know. And to be good at music and to be Gemini, you have to improvise. You have to know the guts of the music. And the guts is not the technique. The guts is the logic. It's the chord progression behind. So it's easy to start with just no chords. And you know, this is what I learned at the piano at the beginning. To do this as instead of just doing one note, to do 1-5-1. If you are a beginner, you can imitate me like this because I'm not playing fast and I'm playing very, very simple. It sounds good because there is a feel and not because this is complicated music. Because this is just F with E, F major, it's called 7th major. And when you are listening to the sound of the piano, you are letting the piano talk. Because many players are raping their instruments to play fast, you know. And me, I'm just making, it's weird to say, I'm making love with the instrument. And I'm making love gently, not rush. And the instrument is responding in the same way. It's giving its all glory of sound when you are giving it the stage, because this is what I'm always saying on my shows, that my co-pilot is the piano. And even this is a digital piano. This is not a real piano. But because the quality of this piano is so high, because to buy this original piano, the Shigeru SK Concert, this is 200 like 200G. Yes, $200,000 of a piano. This is not a cheap piano. And on a digital piano, they are sampling the best you have here. If I need to have the pianos that are in here sampled as a real instrument, I need to have, I guess, about $1 million. I'm playing sound that cost you, if you will play the original instrument, will cost you about, I don't know if 1 million, but at least 6, yes, because there is 2 concert grands here, the top of the line, which will cost you $150,000-$200,000 each. And there is a chamber grand piano here, the SK5. And me, as I told you, I'm a Gemini. I cannot play the same sound too long. I need to change. This is why I went with the digital. I wanted the best digital that I can and to buy sounds. So I have about 20 pianos on my computer, except the one that I've got here, which are marvelous, each one of them. So if I need to buy all the pianos, first of all, I won't have the place even for one. Because concert grand, you cannot put at your home. This is a huge piano. This is 11 feet, 9, 10 feet piano. Okay, I don't know how much is feet, but I guess it's 5 meters. Not five, 3.5 meters. Piano length. If you put it on your living room, and the neighbors will call the police every day because the volume of these pianos, okay? And on a digital piano, I'm just hearing you without interfere no one. So this is why I'm waiting with my acoustic one. And I want to go with an upright and not a grand piano, because grand piano is basically giving you what the digital is giving you. But on an upright, there are two sounds. The sound of the upright and the sound of the felt, because most of the uprights have another layer of felt, which when you are pressing the middle pedal on the piano, on the upright piano, down and left, there is a felt fabric that is going down and is between the hammers and the between the hammers and the and the and the and the strings, and it's making the piano much more mellower and different sounds. If you want, I can let you hear. I do not have, this is the only gripe I have with Kawai, and most of the pianos, in fact, that they do not have a felt piano sample, which is weird, because at the beginning, why they made this felt, because to lower the sound of the piano so you won't interfere with your neighbors too much. Because an upright is a piano that made for home use, because it does not catch space like a grand piano. Okay, an upright piano is a standing piano, which the strings are vertical and not like a grand piano, not you know what I mean. I didn't forget. My English is, you know. Anyway, so, and the upright have this felt effect that is changing. So you've got two sounds. You've got the quieter piano, which different sound. Let me put here. Let me put for you. Let me feel for you. So let me put for you the way, let me show you how a felt piano, upright piano is sound. So already, I think Kawai did it with a grand piano built in, but there isn't on a grand piano a felt. There are people that did it on a grand piano, like on the Noir and things like that, but usually insert instrument. Now I will let you hear a very special piano that I like. And this piano cost me only $30. Okay? And it's got the two sounds. They sampled the piano natural sound and they sampled the felt sound. Okay? And this called the Firewood piano from Spitfire. I will let you see it on the screen. Let me put it so you will see it. Let me put it on the other side here. Okay, you know what? Let's take this VST over Okay. Now I found it. So you can see it here. This is the piano, and let's see if it's already loaded because it takes time. It's pretty hefty sample. You already can hear the original sound of the piano. This is an upright, an old upright. I don't know if you are hearing it good. So let me do something here. Little bit, give it a boost. And now let's go with the felt version of the same piano. And this is the advantage beside the price and the space that an upright is catching in your house, that you've got the other sound there. This sound, let's listen to it. And if you go to Spotify playlist of piano music, this is the most of the sound that you will hear. This is very popular of today. And today, the basic digital pianos won't give you the sound. And the reason is that Kawai is old-fashioned, and also Yamaha, most of them. And this sound created just to mute the piano. This is called the mute pedal, to take the volume down. So it isn't the purpose of the piano to play with this sound. But lately it become very in fashion, let's say. So I love this sound. That's mainly why I'm going to my DAW, because a regular piano sound, I like the Kawai better than not all of, most of the, I like to change the sounds, that's why I'm going here, but to have a felt piano, I only have through the computer. So if I wanted to have a real acoustic pianos with all of the sounds that I've got here, I will need space, like, like a industrial space, and at least $5 million, maybe $6 million, to have all of these sounds original at an acoustic sound. So it is what it is, and I'm having the teachers, don't forget, this is my teachers. The sounds are my teachers, not human beings. The sounds are the teachers, the real teachers of me. This is how I progress myself on music. So I hope this answered your question, my friend. My dear, dear friend, what's your name? Silent Faces. Okay? So we will go back. In fact, this is good because this is very good subject to my YouTube channel. So I will stop recording now and I will start a new recording for the continuance of this show.